Here we have a motion problem again. So this is more like a physics practice problem. So here we will be comparing different graphs of velocity time and distance time graphs, given that the acceleration is constant. All right. So the question is, which of the following pairs of graphs shows the distance traveled versus time and the speed versus time for an object uniformly accelerated from rest? So that is now the clue. So there's an object that's uniformly accelerated from rest. So it starts from zero, then it's accelerating from rest uniformly. All right. Now, based from that given, which of these choices of graphs you think will give us the right illustration? All right. So we have A. So for A, for example, these are the distance and the speed graphs. This is for B. This is for C, for distance and speed. And lastly, we have the D. So which of these four choices would give us the right illustration based on the given? All right. So remember, the object uniformly accelerated from rest. So it starts from zero. So maybe that would already give you a clue, right? Because it starts from zero, right? So, all right, let's analyze this one. What would be your step one? The step one is we need to, again, like what we did in the previous videos, we need to understand the equations, all right? So we have an object that's uniformly accelerated from rest. That means uniformly accelerated, that means the acceleration is constant. It's uniformly. That means the acceleration is constant. Since it starts from rest, that means the initial velocity, v, is also zero. So these are things that are very important, right? Acceleration is constant, and the initial velocity, as it starts from zero, as it starts from rest, therefore velocity is zero. Okay, what is step two? This is also very important. I want you to write the equations for the speed and distance. So remember all your kinematic equations and then write the equations that you need. So these are the two equations that we need. Velocity is acceleration times time, and the distance is equal to 1/2 AT squared, or GT squared, 1/2 AT squared. So those are the two equations that we need to analyze, so we could pick which of those choices would be the right one. All right. And step three, we need to analyze the shape of the distance versus time graph, right? So remember, this is about distance versus time. It's distance, so we need to go back to the formula for the distance, which is S, which is 1/2 AT squared. And if we look at the formula of the distance, which is 1/2 AT squared, this is actually a quadratic function, or right? Why do I say quadratic? Because if you look at the formula 1/2 AT squared, t is raised to a power of 2. Remember what a quadratic equation is? So if the variable is raised, the highest power in the variable is 2, then that is quadratic, all right? Because a quadratic formula must have the highest power, 2. And in this case, it's AT squared. Therefore, this is actually a quadratic function, right? So it is a parabola passing through the origin. That graph, so this equation would also tell us if it is a concave parabola, concave up, or concave down parabola. Now, what do you think? Based in the equation, is it a concave up parabola or a concave down parabola? And in this case, it is actually concave up parabola. Why? Because, as we have learned before, maybe you should review some of our videos, it is actually concave up because the coefficient of A is there. Remember the coefficient A, this is the coefficient A, is actually greater than 0, right? The coefficient 1/2, right, of A is greater than 0. And if it is greater than 0, that means the parabola is concave up. So I want you to review some of our videos that we have discussed about this. So these are now things that are actually, just realize, So it would be a parabola, and the parabola must be concave up, just based from the equation. All right. Now let's go back to the choices here. Which of these choices now would be our answer? Remember, it's the distance over time. Therefore, the distance would be, all right, the distance should be, so which one do you think would be the correct one, right? All right, just look at the given. All right, look at the given. Oops, here it looks like this is the one, right? The distance must be concave up. If you look at the distance here, this is concave down. This distance is also concave down. Well, this is linear, all right? This is the one that fits the our description, right? The distance must be a parabola and it must be concave up. That's the parabola. So it seems like the answer is option D. But we need to check this first. Do you think the speed is correct? All right, let's now describe the shape versus time graph. All right, this is the formula that we know. The velocity is equal to A acceleration times the time. Now this formula is actually linear. It's of course very linear, right? Look at that formula. That is a linear formula, right? So it is a linear function that passes through the origin, all right? The slope is A, of course, that's the slope. And it is positive if acceleration is positive, which of course this one is true. So the acceleration is positive. Therefore, based from this, the graph should be a straight line and it would be increasing. So a straight line that passes through the origin and increasing. All right, let's go back again to the choices. All right, so finally we have the distance versus time. It must be a parabola, increasing, concave up. And for the speed versus time, it must be a straight line that passes through the origin and positive slope. Remember, positive slope? Let's go back. Oops, here's option D. So it indeed fits the distance. It's concave up, parabola. The speed is also a straight line. It passes through the origin. And the slope of the speed, well, the slope is indeed positive. Therefore, the answer is option D. All right. If you have some questions, leave a comment below, all right? And then I hope to see you again in my next video. See ya.